This episode might seem a bit like pouring water into the ocean, but stick with me. You're probably wrong about agility. Since the Manifesto for Agile Software Development was written in 2001, Agile frameworks and methods have largely become the de facto standard for most new product and delivery teams. You can't throw a rock in the world of software development without hitting a Scrum team, a Kanban board, or a poorly implemented scaling framework. But the manifesto that kicked all this off started with the first value: people and interactions over processes and tools. And it seems somehow we've become obsessed with processes and tools, often to the detriment of actual agility. So let's start with the obvious. What is agility? Generally, it's a term used in business to denote adaptability, being able to quickly pivot when we need so that we don't deliver the wrong thing, or maybe the right thing too late. In software, this usually means building our product in small, verifiable pieces so we can get feedback and improve it based on what's learned. In business more generally, this means not investing heavily in fixed, long-term projects, and instead retaining the ability to quickly pivot based on customer needs. Usually this means making sure our non-software teams are set up to enable those rapid feedback loops we mentioned before. After all, it's no good having some teams that can rapidly build, test, and adjust their products if they're forcibly aligned to a budget and roadmap that was set in stone a year earlier. So why does all this matter? Well, a lot of the conversation in the world of agility has turned to frameworks, processes, and tools that often seem to undermine this adaptability. Team-level practices like Scrum and Kanban, which are fantastic enablers of agility when used properly, are often becoming its foil. And scaling frameworks like SAFe and Scrum at Scale seem to harm agility more often than helping it. It's not that these ideas are bad, it's just that we've been putting our focus in the wrong place, worrying too much about how the work gets done and not enough about creating a culture and environment that enables those small adaptable changes. When process is enforced, we lose adaptability. When methods are adhered to without critical thought, we lose our ability to be creative. You see, the problem is not the existence of tools and methods that give us guidance in achieving our agile dreams. In fact, you could argue that we could use more direct help and guidance in how to solve problems. But when help and guidance is seen as rules and laws, things start to fall apart. When agility is all about our ability to adapt, we harm it by mindlessly following a process. Culture is built through our daily habits, and a team or company that spends all its time worried about how to normalize the practices of its teams, how to enforce adherence to rules, or how to eliminate variance from its planning is never going to be a highly creative, adaptive organization that can quickly pivot when the need arises. That's why we need to step back a little from frameworks and processes, understanding that they exist as guides for specific problems to be used by teams when they identify a need, not as a hammer that will be used to beat every crooked nail into a uniform grey blob of agile. Now, of course, I encourage you to take my words today with a grain of salt. My message is all about retaining critical thinking and creativity, so I hope you apply that to this video, and I hope you apply it to your approach to agility. Good luck.